Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Louise from Manchester and I just want to share with you today the tropical plants that I'm growing at the moment, and just a little thing that I want to talk to you about is the Monstera Adansonii that I got back in October, and noticed recently that one part of the plant, the leaves appeared to be slightly different in the shape, and also a discoloration in the leaves as well. So I'm just going to show you I'm not sure how well it will show up on the camera, but one of the leaves here, I don't know if you can see, not very well. And this leaf here, I'm going to take it out. Don't know if you can see. There's a lighter shade, or streak I should say, in the leaf. It's a bit more prominent there, just above the hole or the fenestration. Yeah. And here at the bottom of the leaf, you can see there. So I'm not sure what's going on with it. The roots seem to be healthy. Now this came off the mother plant. I'll show you. So this is the main plant. I got this back in October, and this was here, sort of at the back of the plant. So the front of the plant putting out lots of new growth. All this here at the front is new growth. So it's about from where my finger is here, that's all new growth on this plant. And if you see, leaves look perfectly healthy. There's no browning, no mottling, nothing. So no problem with the plant. Now this faces the window. It's about a foot away and gets plenty of light. And this was sort of at the back of the plant, so I don't know whether that caused, have you noticed here that this leaf had hardly any holes or fenestrations in it, and I was worried that perhaps it wasn't doing so well because it wasn't getting as much light. And I think what's happened in this pot, when I bought it, there is more than one plant together, and this was basically planted in a clump of 3, because when I went to pull on it, it came out quite easily and had these roots. So that to me suggests that there's more than one plant in here. But as I say, this is the only one that seems to have got this peculiar shading or difference. Now I'm not sure whether you could class that as variegation or not. It's very early to say whether that is a variegation or not, or it's just maybe a bit of sunburn. But usually when you get sunburn, you'll get like a crisping of the leaf after, and that doesn't appear to be the case. Now this leaf is the original leaf that was when I got the plant, and it's very sort of dark down the centre, which is true of the rest of the other plants. Has a lot of darkness down the middle, whether that's over fertilising, and it's made it sort of like a bluey green, quite brittle as well down the middle, whereas the new growth is sort of softer and more even, doesn't have that waviness. You can see a lot of waviness. That's true of the other plants as well. The original plant seemed to have a lot of waviness. There was some browning as well, and I think that was due to over fertilising, because the shop I bought it from had loads of these plants, and they were all labelled as being product of the Netherlands, so they must be being mass produced over there. So this, I just got concerned that perhaps that part of the plant wasn't doing well, so I've removed it and I've just kept it in water. So it's just in there, and I'm going to wait and see until this plant produces, this leaf produces another, basically, because that's where the new leaf comes from, the stem. And I'm hoping, you know, that there will be diseaseless. It's not caused by, as somebody suggested yesterday, I put this picture on my Instagram. You might be able to see the contrast there a little bit better. It suggests it might be mosaic virus, which I did read up on, and apparently it's very contagious and it will spread to your other plants very, very quickly, which I don't think this is what this is, because had that been the case, then, you know, it's in very close proximity to my other plants, and none of my other plants have any kind of, you know, virus or, you know, disease, apart from green fly and the odd scale insect. Those are the only problems that I seem to suffer with my plants. But I'm going to update you on this as soon as as soon as this produces more leaves, and whether it gets better or worse, I will update you on that. So that's the plan for this. And I just wanted to update you on some of the other plants that I purchased earlier in the year. So I got the Saxon Potter or silver pothos. I'm not sure which one this is. This one's got little speckles. There is another version. I think this is called Argarius, this version. And there is some information on the internet which shows different versions of this, where they've got more of this grey-green on the leaf, less of the dark green. But to be honest with you, I prefer this because I like the contrast. If it's all more one colour, you know, to me it's not as interesting. So this seems to be doing very well. I've got this hanging up in a hanger, and it's usually hanging behind me there. And I just want to show you how long it's grown. So it's pretty long. It's grown a few feet, and the space between the leaves, the internodes, are not too stretched, so it's obviously getting enough light. And I have taken cuttings from it. They haven't rooted so far, so I'm quite slow on that side. The other plant that I got was the Manjula pothos, or what do they call this again? Aureum. Lots of different names for the Scindapsus, but this is another one. But it's not as fast growing as the Pictus. So this is the new growth, which is quite short, and there's not a lot of space between the each leaf. You know, there's not a lot of internodal space there, but it's pretty. You know, it looks nice. I think it's because it's got a lot of variegation that it's not as fast growing, as you can see. I do like the marbling effect. I was thinking of getting the Scindapsus or the pothos, the marble queen, the white one. But I thought, well, it'd be too much of the same plant really, because this is almost, well, very similar. So I don't want to have too many plants of the same sort of likeness, basically. And the other plant that I show you that I got in October, around about the same time as I got the Monstera, is the Philodendron Brazil, and it's done quite well. Lots of new growth. So all this is new growth, and I've shifted it from the windowsill that was here to the hallway because it was getting a bit too big, and it's in a similar hanging jute hanger that I've got one of these in the hallway next to the front door actually. I was a bit worried that the draft from when the doors open would affect it, and you know, we've had quite a few cold frosty days and the door's been open for one reason or another. People are in and out all the time, and it doesn't seem to have affected the plant, I don't think anyway. This is all new growth, nothing wrong with that. No sign of sort of like wilting, you know, caused by cold, and very healthy. So very pleased with that. I would recommend anyone getting this plant, very easy to keep, and you know, stunning foliage basically. And another plant I wanted to show you was the Brugmansia, which I took a cutting off. I had a huge plant in the summer with really big yellow big yellow flowers. They were about a foot long. They're huge, and I wasn't sure if I could overwinter it. I only got that as a cutting the previous year, so I've never overwintered it outside. And usually I bring all my tropical plants indoors, like the banana, like this end set here. This is looking a little bit crispy on one of the leaves there, but I'm not too worried about that. Brought these indoors for the winter, like the Alocasia macrorrhiza behind me. That's been brought indoors and it's still putting out new leaves. It's huge, but they're not frost hardy, and I wasn't sure if this Brugmansia or the Angel's Trumpet would survive. So I've kept the plant outside in the pot, uncovered, but I've taken cuttings off it, and if you can see, it's got lots of roots. I'm not going to repot it in soil just yet. I'll wait till around about March and then pop it in some soil, and then it should be ready to go outside by April, May. I've got another one here as well, so that's another one. Just normal tap water. I haven't even bothered changing the tap water, it just seems fine as it is. I probably will do that today now that I've mentioned it. So my plans are for this year, I'm hoping to travel to Bangladesh in March and visit Thailand and Malaysia, which are countries very close proximity to Bangladesh, and see what kind of plants, as well as visiting, you know, their historical sites. I do like to see ancient buildings and architecture. That's something also that I'm interested in. So I'm really looking forward to my visit to Bangladesh, which it's been quite a while since I was last there. I think it was about 8 years ago that I was there, 2012. So 7-8 years since I was last in Bangladesh. I'm looking forward to seeing people over there that were my husband's relatives. I have some relatives on my father's side of the family, and also visiting places that have tea gardens and tropical plants. I'm really looking forward to doing that, and maybe I'll do a video whilst I'm there and upload it here on this channel and share with you some of my little adventures while I'm over there. So maybe that's the next video we'll see. I might do another video regarding the Monstera Adansonii, if there's any sort of things that happen with this plant, I will let you know, and hopefully the plant will still be alive next time when I do another video. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel. It all helps, it encourages me to do more videos, and maybe suggestions of things that you'd like me to show you. Maybe propagating plants, how to propagate them, or germinating things from seed like papayas and stuff like that. I'll be happy to do that. So thank you for watching. Hope to see you next time. Thank you. Bye bye.